Hello everybody, Bassiskfang here, and welcome back to what is going to be our final episode of Nier Automata. We have done nearly everything this game has to offer. Not everything, there's certainly a couple of things here and there we haven't done. We didn't read the weapon stories, we got all the weapons, we upgraded them all, but we didn't read the stories. That's okay, you can check those out on your own. They're quite fun. I'm just not going to do them. Same with fishing. We're not going to catch all the fish. I know that there's probably some fun jokes or something like that. There's achievements to be gotten. We're not going to do that. It's time to wrap this story up. But you're probably wondering what I'm doing here if I'm not doing those things. Some of you might remember that in order to get ending E, we fought our way through the credits and the pods were seen sort of essentially rebuilding the androids or whatever. You can read into that however you want. Maybe it's literal, maybe it's figurative. It certainly is a much happier ending than either ending C or ending D, which are both a little bittersweet. But if you remember even more, you can get to that end point and they will give you the option of essentially deleting your save file in order to help out other players. And I figure, what better way to go out with our final episode of this game than to delete our save file to help out other players. So that's what we're gonna do. Of course, we have to sit here and listen to the really sad The Weight of the World rendition. I mean, all of the renditions are sad. It's just we have to listen to this sad song before we can even get to that point, so that's always fun. I also think it's interesting that the credits are reversed. I don't know if I've ever pointed that out before. I mean, it's quite obvious the credits are rolling down instead of going up. I don't know why that's the case, but it's an interesting decision.
Unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project Yorha is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data.
Boo!
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream.
You're darn tootin'.
Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Sure, we'll accept the pod's request, mostly because we have to.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
A memory leak.
153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153.
The pods aren't necessarily sentient, but it kind of sucks that they were already aware of this plan.
Initiating data salvage. Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
Yes. And now we get our little 8-bit rendition of Weight of the World.
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to reply.
Perhaps we now understand that not everything has to have an answer.
So if it's not already obvious from, well, the video, this is probably not going to be a super long video because this is all I'm doing. Once we get to the end of this, it's done. We're done. I'm not gonna hang out. I've already largely given my opinions on the game. I can sum them up in just a few words, which is it's one of the best games I've played. And I know I've said it before, but I'll just reiterate it one more time. When I started this video series, I guess you could say, I thought it was gonna be a joke. I thought I was gonna come in here and be like, haha, 2B's butt, and that would be it, basically. Like, I didn't even know if I was gonna play the entire game. Once that stopped being funny or whatever, which arguably it was never funny to begin with, but that's beside the point, I was gonna stop playing, move on to the next thing. I didn't expect to spend more than a year trying to play this game. Now, of course, it's not like I've been playing it, 24 hours a day for a year. It's not that long of a game, but I have, dumped over 70 hours of my life into it, and I don't regret any of it. Honestly, one of the main things that's going to determine the length of this video is how well I can do this bit. It gets harder as it goes along, and the save points are relatively infrequent. Like, if you die at this point, you kind of start this whole section over again. I think it's like in thirds. Like, I haven't thoroughly explored it because I get pretty far before I die, but you have to go through like major sections of the credits before it saves your progress. So like, we're doing generic like game credits right now, and then we'll be stuck on this until probably we get to the actual like studio credits. So we'll get to like we'll get to the actual like Platinum Games credits, and it should save. And or we'll get to the actual Square Enix credits, and it'll save. Wow, that was really bad. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. I started talking, and all of a sudden I became terrible at this. I don't know if I ever realized it the last time I went through here, but so this is obviously the song Weight of the World, but we're going through like several different versions of it. So it started off with the little 8-bit rendition, and then it went into the English, and now we are on probably the Japanese. Shut up, let me listen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Japanese version. I'm not that good at Japanese. Well, I died. I'm not that good at Japanese, but I can recognize at least that much of it. It dumped me so far back. It dumped me at the beginning of the music. I mean, I appreciate these music credits. The music is carrying a lot of the weight of this game. It's almost like 50% story and 50% music. I mean, I don't want to sell everybody short. The designs are really cool, like the aesthetic and stuff, especially the stuff that like doesn't matter, but they made it matter. Like, why does 2B wear what she does? Why does 9S wear what he does? Why do the Resistance members wear what they do? Why does A2 wear something different, even though she was a member of Yorha? Like, ultimately, none of it makes sense, but it doesn't have to, which is, I don't know, kind of the cool part. Why is the city simultaneously urban, rural, by the ocean, and in the desert? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Dang it! I had to bail out and I crashed on the way out. I wasn't paying attention. At this point in the credits, oh, hold on, it's a little bit of a pinch here. A lot of these titles come zooming. So the titles of the sections require a lot of damage to kill, and they release a lot of the bullets around. And we're getting to the point where there's a lot of those. Like the voice acting section, there's a lot of voice actors, so you sit there for a while before the next title comes along. Same with the music section, a lot of music credits that have to happen, so you get to wait a while before the next credit title comes along. But now we're getting to the point where the more obscure titles are coming in. Gosh, dang it. So like motion capture studios, animation studios, martial arts studios for the motion capture, various like sound studios. It's getting tedious at this point. Zeno Pharmaceuticals Incorporated for some reason has a credit. I don't understand why, but it was hard to kill. Is there a pharmaceutical company in Japan that has its fingers in video games? That's part of their investment portfolio? Maybe it's a really good idea. I don't know. I don't know enough about branching so far away from your own area of expertise for your investments. There's Square Enix Co. Limited, and it killed me, so that was fun. So we're finally getting to the Square Enix portion of things. Hopefully it's saved right there. Alright, so it did save here. So we get to start right where I died, and I already took damage. This is not going well. Come on, Square Enix. Oh, I'm so gonna die. I'm so gonna die. I'm so gonna die. I can't even get over to the Business Division 6. There we go. Finally. Character design. God bless everything. I was killed by the character design. Oh, I'm so boned. I don't stand a chance. Oh my gosh, I'm getting worse. Ooh, I dodged it all. Business division, come on, 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 come on. Come on, kill it all. Kill it all. Please, die. Jeez Louise. I don't know how I'm still alive, but I haven't killed anything while I've... Oh, well, there I go. All right, we're getting rescue offers, and I'm gonna have to take them. As much as I'd like to do this solo, it's not gonna be very easy, so I'm gonna have to take the help. I know, I'm sorry, I'm killing you all, but it's because I'm so bad at this bit. It does get infinitely easier to do once you die enough times, I will give it that. You have to die like a lot, like more than 3 times. I know there's generally a rule of 3s in video games, but you have to die at least 5 times, maybe even more than that. I wasn't keeping track before it actually offers to give you help. I kind of appreciate that it does that though, because you have to keep telling it like that you're not gonna give up and then it'll offer you help. Because if you say you give up, then that's it. It takes you to the end and you don't get your ending. I'm sure there are people out there that are capable of doing this without the help. I am not one of the, not in the time limit I have anyway, I'm not one of those people. Producer, Yosuke Saito. President and CEO, Yosuke Matsuda. We fought him, remember?
Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle.
I really like that this parallels the intro speech. The problem is, it took me so long to get to this point the first time I did it that I couldn't remember the intro speech very well.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet, here I am, still alive.
I mean, that's kind of embarrassing, but I feel like that's the best of both worlds.
We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
Also true. I know I already said this, we've seen this, I've made my comments, but it hits home.
I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
Pod 153 to player.
Oop, that's me.
Please respond to this query.
All right.
Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish Nier Automata?
I have something I want to say. You're weak. Basically, you're worthless. Why would they let you say that? That's such a mean thing. All right, I'll do a nice one. All right, here we go. This one's a little nicer. We're not that different, you and I. Just remember, fight for what's important to you. And we'll say we're from heaven, because that's just kind of fun to do. I don't even remember what I entered the first time I did this, but this is my message now. Let's go.
Pod 042 to player.
That's me.
Please respond to this query.
Okie dokie.
You, faithful player of this title,
Yes.
have lost your life multiple times to make it this far.
I've lost a lot of life. This is true.
You have faced hardship and suffered greatly for it.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any interest in helping the weak?
I sure do.
Selecting this option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world. However, in exchange, you will lose all of your save data. Do you still wish to rescue someone, a total stranger, in spite of this?
But we've come this far. We've done everything we need to do. It's time to help somebody else. Let's do it.
The person you save will be selected at random. As a result, this person, who cries out for help even as we speak, may be someone you intensely dislike. Do you still wish to help?
It's an interesting question. But yes, I'll still help.
You worked so hard to unlock debug mode and chapter select, but they will no longer be available to you. Do you still wish to help?
Yes, I'll live. Trust me, I'll live.
You may not receive thanks for your efforts. Some may say that your efforts are purely for show.
No, I'm not making a
wish to
YouTube
help?
video of this or nothing. Yeah, I'll still help.
And you are truly, truly sure about this?
All right, now you're just starting to annoy me.
Very well. In exchange for all of your data, I will convey your will to this world.
I'm not driving. My hands are off the controller. Oh no, they're gonna delete all my stuff. I didn't think it was gonna be this in-depth and intense. I mean, it's not that intense, but well, there goes all my items. It's so slow. There goes all my weapons. All the pods that I worked so hard to upgrade. I didn't get all of this stuff, but I got a lot of it. And there go the save files.
All of your data has been deleted.
Good. It was taking up a lot of room on my computer.
And so, we must say goodbye. I
Bye.
feel a slight amount of sadness.
It is time for the final words.
Affirmative.
Your final words or my
To all of
final
you Who
words?
spent time with this game. Thank you. Thank you for playing.
That's nice. I like it when developers thank you for playing their game. I mean, that wasn't directly from the developer, but it was from the developer. Save complete. No, I deleted everything. Don't save complete me. Oh. Is this what the menu used to look like? It's been so long since I first booted up this game. I don't know if this is what the menu used to look like, but the continue game option is gone. The save files are gone. So, wow. All right. Like I said before, everything that I've had to say about this game, I've said while I've played it. I've given my praises, I've given my criticisms. Overall, really high up there in the list of games that I would recommend to people to play. Especially so that the PC version is finally like not super buggy anymore. I'm sure it's just fine on console. I've been playing it with a controller. Do not play it with a keyboard. I tried playing it with a keyboard the first time I booted it up, and it was not the way to play. So that's my closing bit of advice. Play this game and play it with a controller and joystick and all of the features that come along with a controller. Play it on the PlayStation if you so choose. I'm playing it on PC, but that's just because it's easier to actually like record it. Also, I don't have a PlayStation, but that's beside the point. All right, that was it. We've done basically everything that I cared to do, and we're helping out somebody else to finish this game. So, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. We will be playing the remaster of Nier Replicant. It's going to be a few weeks. It's basically going to be at the start of the new year. So we're going to start playing that. I'm really excited to see in remastered form, because obviously it's not the original game, but to see where the inspiration for this sort of came from him. I know it's also just a spin-off of like the Drakengard series, so there's even more there that we're not probably going to get into, but it's weird. It's sort of like I'm going to play the game series backwards, which is interesting. So it'll be interesting to see what's different, what's the same, which characters carry over. I don't know if it's going to be the aliens and the machines or if it's going to be some sort of precursor event. There was definitely a lot of interesting things in the archives about people being replicated or something like that. Not necessarily replicated, but copied. I don't know. It was interesting. That's all I can say. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you stick around the YouTube channel. There's a lot of stuff that happens here more than just these gameplays. Charity things, Twitch uploads, and all that sort of stuff. So it's a good place to hang out. But thanks again, everybody. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.